video. I know you told me not to watch it, but I genuinely want to hear it out. I'm gonna hear it out, okay? And I hope you're hearing what I hope you're genuinely hearing what I'm saying.
I specifically
because it's coming off that you're saying like I'm trying to flex on him how much money. I specifically said not to. You specific okay. So okay. So so now I'm in the wrong because you made a public video talking about me and you said don't react to this. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna keep on reacting to it. So far, my feelings are not hurt.
How do I phrase this? Told him to donate his proceeds to the women's shelter as well, as if you were trying to morally ego somebody just because you have more money, making you a better person. Seems a little bit odd. It just seems a little bit strange to do that, to be quite honest with you. I guess you guys...
Okay, now I want to ask you this. If somebody says you did something only for money, but that same thing you quote-unquote did only for money, they made a video about that same topic, and you said, hey, okay, I'll donate the money I made off of this. Since you made a video on that same topic, will you donate the money as well? I'm trying to morally little bro him? Okay.
You guys were going moral ego for ego, but it's really just punching up versus punching down at the end of the day because you have vastly more resources, more connections.
So, I mean, I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it as you said, don't react to this video because I'm guessing I'm punching down. You see, I don't look down on you, bro. You're a content creator just as me. Like, subscribers doesn't make us. There's way better content creators than me who have way less subscribers. Right? There's people that make way better stuff than me who have way less subscribers. I look at all YouTubers as equals, man.
I'm just here right now. I'd like to.
But you're prefacing it as I can only. You're prefacing it as I can only respond to Aiden Ross's, iShow Speeds, Kai Cenat. Those are the only people I can respond to. That's like saying The Rock. If the Shade Room's putting out an article that's not true, The Rock can't respond because that would be putting them down.
Connections and more people than he does. And even at a certain point during the stream, you called I'm Dante and said, you know about this guy FDH, which was really weird. Was that not weird?
Yo, I don't even mean to get you in. So it's weird. So it's weird when I bring up other people that he's made videos about talking bad on them. Like, you see how he's prefacing it? I brought up another YouTuber that he made a video about. Right? But I'm weird for bringing that up. I'm weird. He made a video talking bad about another YouTuber, and I bring that up, and I'm weird. Not him making the videos, but we'll continue.
Over the
type in FDH, go on his channel real quick and look at the last 3 videos.
I could go over the misogynistic comments you make constantly about people acting zesty and all this other stuff. I could do that. I'm not gonna do that because I don't care about that. That's,
you see, you'll call out the misogynistic comments I make, but are you gonna call out the comments I make about MAGA? You know, would you ever call out that? You see, you can always cherry pick what you want to call out. I make fun of everybody. That's one thing about me. I will literally make fun of everybody. But because I offended you on one thing you specifically like, it makes you upset. My chat has seen me make fun of Trump. My chat has seen me make fun of gay people. My chat has seen me make fun of straight people. My chat has made me see me make fun of Jews. My chat has made me make fun of Mexicans, black people, everybody under the sun. There is no demographic that I have not made fun of. I make fun of myself. I'm a fat black dude with a fragile ego. So if I can talk about myself, why can't I address you? I'm a fat black, titty having, fragile ego, no hairline black guy. Hey, I'm not bald. I have hair. Okay, let's not get crazy.
Horrifically unimportant, but it's the fact of the matter that you got your content creator buddy to come in and jump on the smaller content creator.
So we're jumping on the smaller content creator, but the smaller content creator jumping on us. Oh, but he's way smaller, bro. Okay, you know what? A perfect example, chat. It might not be a perfect example, but Dogpack. Dogpack had 0 subscribers, right? Before he made any video about Mr. Beast. He dropped 3 videos and wrecked Mr. Beast's shit. So would you tell, he wrecked his shit. So I don't look at it as, oh, a small, But if Mr. Beast responded to Dogpack, it's punching down. Mr. Beast, you know, even though his videos are getting 20 million views and all these people are shit on you and hated on you, you can't respond to that because just take it. No, bro. So that's like saying if someone made a video about you and they're smaller than you and they're putting out wrong information about you, your character, all these different things, can you not respond? Because they're smaller than you? By your logic, you can't respond. I mean, you probably might not want to respond, and that's fine. But I can't tell you you don't have the right to respond.
It just doesn't sit right with me. And I think it's you, as your mindset more so, is so inherently childish despite the overwhelming amount of good that you do. And that is my biggest criticism of you. And I don't need you to be a perfect person. I need you to understand that you are doing bad things. I think
Okay, I'm doing bad things. Let me listen.
JiDion, if you've ever seen this video, you might, I don't know, you love watching stuff that dogs on. You love talking about drama and beef for no reason.
Bro, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I really do. But like, it just be stumbling across me. But bro, I told myself when I became a YouTuber, before I was even big, I said, I don't want to be that YouTuber that ignores things. Because, chat, one thing I notice about YouTubers that ignore little things, it builds up. It just compounds. It do. And then when it's just a big old like bunch of stuff, they group it together and they throw it all at you. That's what I've noticed from my years of watching YouTube, is that a lot of YouTubers that don't respond to things and they let it build up, it literally just fucks them at the end of the day. So I say, you know what? Well, no matter how big, no matter how small, just address it. Because I don't have anything to hide. I have a fragile ego, yeah, but I don't have anything to hide. Like coming into this, it's like, I agree I have a fragile ego, but it's like I'm not seeing the points you're making aren't the points that I would agree with, you know? There's a lot of other things that I know in my heart is like, you know, the thing that gets me is when people just say things. Like, it's like Fox the G. Or August the Duck. Oh, my bad. Shout out Fox. August the Duck, when he made that video on me saying what I do is weird and that, you know, we're not making any change, because August the Duck is smaller than me, by his logic, I can't respond. Even though he has 2 million subscribers, I can't respond. You should be the bigger man and take it on the chest. Listen, man, I mean, that's just not me, bro. If I think you're factually wrong about something, I'll put it out there and then let the audience decide.
I don't care. You have done meaningful things. predator catching content, exposing awful behavior online. I believe all those things deserve deep recognition, and none of that.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, like, bro, and chat. I don't want anybody to go on his thing saying pedo defender or anything, because this has nothing to do about no pedos. This has nothing to do with catches.
Your chat's
he's talking
already
about me
talking
as a
crazy
man.
about me.
Like, he's just looking into my soul. He's saying, you as a man, I don't like you. And that's fine.
Yeah, you guys in chat are going crazy. I just wanted to say, go crazy.
I just think some of these points are dog shit.
Suddenly erases every other action you taken afterward. I think somewhere along the line, a lot of creators start confusing I have done good things with my behavior is automatically good. Two completely different things.
I look at everything on an individual scale. So I don't look at you making this video of like, why is he making this video about me? I do preg catches.
Oh no, I'll talk. To be fair, I'll talk to him. He's just reacting to the video, so that's just what I'm waiting. So I'll wait.
Looking at those and I'm dissecting those and I'm commenting about those. I'm not feeling, oh my gosh, why are you going at me when I'm doing all this good, you know? I feel like Mr. Beast be doing that. Like, why are people coming at me when I'm doing all this good? I don't think like that. I look at what you're specifically saying.
Just want to point that out. A firefighter can save lives and still scream at his family. A charity organizer can still manipulate people socially. Human beings do not become saints because they occasionally point themselves in the correct direction.
I never said I was a saint. Y'all, I'm like, bro, I've done a lot of shitty things. Like, look at my prank career. I've been a shitty, and I continually still be a shitty person. No matter how many predators I catch, I continually still be a shitty person sometimes. So, the viewpoint you think I have of myself, I really don't have. I do have a fragile ego. I can point that. I do. Right? But my audience knows that. Bro, it's not a secret. Like, bro, because I respond to everything, but I never told you guys why I respond to everything, because I like to be transparent. You know? Yeah, I could ignore all this stuff. I could have just ignored your video. But why? Why ignore something when you have nothing to hide? That's how I look at it. That's been my life motto. Bro, I've never made anybody ever sign an NDA in my life. No girl I messed with, no person I had over to my house. I never made anyone sign it. And other content creators, they look at me like, bro, you don't make people sign NDAs? And I say, why? I said, I feel like that would make me look guilty. Because I know how that's how I think. It's like, if I hear about content creators making people sign NDAs, I'm like, damn, why are you making people sign NDAs?
These model aligners are messing up my mouth. The internet keeps building these weird digital churches around every content creator that creates these echo chambers and spaces. I want you to at least acknowledge that you are not the greatest person on earth. That would be beautiful.
I'm happy he did. And he did. He did it.
I acknowledge I am not the greatest person on earth. I am a shitty human being, and I have to apologize for a lot of things. But that's one thing nobody can say about me, is that I don't apologize. Chat. If I really reflect on a situation and I think I'm wrong, I apologize. That's why I apologized about the Pokey situation. And I think my audience gets me, you know? They see me bitch and complain and react to videos and stuff like that, but they know where my heart is, you know? I might not respond to something in the best way, you know? Or in the most constructive way or the most sound way, but they know where my heart is.
That's good.
And I feel like that's why I have an audience that has followed me this long and this far through so many different mediums. From pranks, to Christian content, to preg catching, to streaming, I try to be real.
Say
And being
something.
real,
You're
I feel
saying
like
nothing.
is watching
That's
videos
funny.
like this. Because, Saros, I'm gonna ask you this. This is the hard, like, let's say someone made a video critiquing you. Would you want to watch that on stream? Would you want to watch that with thousands of people and then maybe post it and millions of people see that? And you say a point and then your chat's like, yo, yeah, no, that's facts. Yeah, no, yeah, he's right on that. Going into this, my audience, chat, spam W's if y'all think I have a fragile ego. Before I even watched the video, everybody already agreed. Yeah, we been knew that about you, JiDion. We been knew you were soft. We been knew that you let things get to you. My girl, like, bro, there's been times where I'm on date night and someone drops a comment and I get so fixated on it. And I'm with my fiance. But that's something I gotta work on. But I acknowledge it. And that's something I really do need to work on, you know?
The issue DH was talking about was never just, oh, well, you know, stop giving people attention. That's the whole thing. No, the issue is scale, right? It's the scale.
No, nowhere in DH's thing did he ever say it was about scale. He never once said anything about scale in his video. Because if you admit that it's about scale, then you also have to admit that there's hypocrisy in what you said. So that's why he would have to use scale. He never used scale. Because if he says scale, then he's pretty much agreeing with me like, yeah, I am a little hypocritical, but you're way bigger than me. So you're more of a problem than I am. But he won't do that. Because he doesn't see it as him talking about that. He sees it as what you think he wasn't talking about. That's when we had our conversation. That's quite literally what he said he was talking about. He was talking about not everything needs your energy. You see, I remember when I talked to DH, that's what his whole point was. Not everything needs your energy. Not everything needs a response. But you're saying that his video was about scale when that's not what his video was about. So you don't even understand the essence of his own video when he said it himself. So that makes me think, did you really pay attention to the material or did you want to make a video?
When a creator with millions of followers decides somebody deserves mockery, criticism, exposure, or humiliation, that person suddenly has thousands of strangers pouring into their mentions, comments, DMs, and life. Creators constantly pretend this is somehow detached from them because technically...
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest, man. If you can't handle the heat, stay out the kitchen. And what I mean by that is when I sent that hate raid on Pokimane, at least, yeah, I snapped on them. But at least I didn't bitch and complain. Like, wait, Pokey, what? Pokey had way more followers than me at that time when all this happened. I never once said, what?
I will address everybody in chat after the reaction's over, and I talk to him live.
But her fans came at me, and I initiated it. I initiated it. So of course her friends are gonna come at me. And that's a perfect example of someone being bigger than me and I initiated something, but I just took it. So you're saying you shouldn't respond. I say you gotta be strong. If you're gonna, I look at it like this. If you make a critique, let's say you make a scathing article about a company doing something bad, right? You gotta be ready for that company to come at you. You can't be like, hey, let me just make my article and my critique. You can't come. No, bro. If you say something about something bigger than you, then you have to expect it. But the difference between me is I don't just punch down. I don't even really punch. I just respond. I don't punch. I'm not, definitely people are going to go to your video and stuff, but I'm not, when I post my reaction to this, man, I'm just responding, bro. I'm just responding. But instead of looking at the words I'm saying, you look at what other people might say. And so that's why I try to preference. It's like there's no point in sending any hate or anything towards his way because it'll just prove his point of like, you see, you're just punching down on me. But it's not my words, it's my size. See, he's not going to say my words are punching down on him. He's not going to say my response is punching down on him. He's going to say, it's my size. You're bigger than me. You have too much girth. You're hurting me. Stop. But bro, when you mess with something big, you have to expect it to hurt. But it's not even my words. No, because if I say pause, that's my homophobia. If I say ayo, that's my sexism showing.
It is actually, yeah, it actually is. It actually is, yeah. They didn't tell anyone to harass. Come on. Come on, you know how audiences work. You know how fans operate.
So I know how audiences work. I know how fans operate. But it's okay because you're smaller and I can take the people you send to me. Now, let's say this video, instead of 15,000 views, it got, I don't know, let's say it got 10 million views, right? Is it still, you know, but I'm still smaller than you though. Like, who cares if the video got 10 million?
You know what happens when you quote tweet somebody or make a video about somebody? You know what happens. You understand that. That avalanche starts instantly.
So why is it okay?
Pause like every 2 seconds. This is so interesting. I like this. This is just pausing every 2 seconds.
I really don't get it, bro. So I really don't get it.
That is influence. That is power. That is responsibility. Uncle Ben, man, with great power comes great responsibility. You don't.
So
Okay.
Okay. You use Uncle Ben as a thing. Spider-Man is stronger than 99% of the villains he fights. He literally has to pull his punches. But because Spider-Man is stronger, he should pull punches, and I am pulling punches.
Perhaps, I think so.
But is Spider-Man not supposed to hit back? If Shocker is trying to fight Spider-Man, does Spider-Man just have to take every punch? Eventually, bro, if you take punches from a kid, it doesn't matter how much bigger you are than a kid. If a kid just punches you, keep on, it's gonna hurt eventually. So, are you supposed to just get beat up? Like you said, with great power comes great responsibility. My great responsibility, I have great power, my size. My great responsibility is, hey, I'm trying to have a cordial conversation. I'm not calling you out of your name. I'm not making the insults. You see, he's expecting me to make the Shay Frost insults. Like, oh, that dude, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, that N-word, this. No, bro. I've been studying YouTube my whole life. I know if I respond like a niglet, that is going to get fuel.
Do not get to enjoy the benefits of influence while acting confused about the consequences of influence. I think the confusion you have is so performative, or at least the feigned confusion that you have is performative.
I don't have feigned confusion. I like, really what I get confused about is when people get upset after I respond that I responded. You know? Bro, this is a prime example. You guys remember Tommy Innit? This is a prime example. Tommy Innit is way bigger than me. Has way everything, you know, size, all of that. I went to TwitchCon, and when he came out, I started screaming and stuff like that. And I was like, let's go, Tommy. And his fans started cussing me out. And before I could upload the video, his fans were going on Twitter saying JiDion was harassing us. He was being rude to us, all these things. And Tommy Innit went on his stream and was like, man, you know, that's messed up what he did. If he has any respect, he wouldn't post that video, da-da-da-da-da. All of that, right? So, by this logic, I have to just be the bigger man. No, you know what I did? With great power comes great responsibility. I posted the video, and before I showed the segment, I let everybody know what happened, and I let it be known. Yo, I did not harass Tommy's fans. I'm actually a fan of Tommy. I showed how months ago I had DM'd him to try to collab. He never responded, but that was fine. And I said, this is what happened. This is the full context. And I even let it be known if the roles were reversed and my fans told me that another creator was rude to them, I'm going to take my fans' side. I could totally see where he's coming from, but I have to defend myself. You know? I could have just let it slide, but like, no. And so I played that part, and everybody saw what actually happened, right? Everybody saw what actually happened, and Tommy got a bunch of hate. Like, bro, man, you lied on JiDion, da 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 da. Bro, Tommy got so much hate. I'll never forget this. We were in Paris, and Tommy called me, and we hopped on a Discord call, and Tommy was asking me, yo, JiDion, let's take a picture together to show that we're friends, man. Your friends are going at me and stuff like that. But you weren't calling me to get my side. You weren't calling me to, hey, let's get to the bottom of this. And I told him, I said, yo, he apologized, and I said, yo, man, I forgive you. But I was like, the picture stuff, nah, man, I can't do it. I just left it at that. The point of the whole thing is, if someone says something about me that, like, yeah, he didn't give, exactly. You see, if this video actually did hurt my feelings, you wouldn't give a fuck if this hurt my feelings. You wouldn't give a fuck if this video affected my mental health. DH wouldn't have gave a fuck if his videos affected my mental health, right? None of y'all would the point of the whole thing of me telling that story is when the cat, when the dog has the gun, he doesn't care. But when the cat gets the gun, all of a sudden it's, hey man, let's talk this out.
Think the transparency that you think you're having is insulting. The performance of transparency, the obsession that some creators have with publicly sunning people is exhausting. You sunned him. You said, oh yeah, you know, you donate your money and I'll donate mine. We'll go band for man, bad for bag. Who's bigger? Ridiculous. And
it wasn't about who's bigger. He made the claim, I did it for money. So hey, I'll donate my money, but here. So you're not a hypocrite, donate yours.
Everybody's going to agree with you because you're doing something inherently good. And that is inherently good. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's not about growth, conversation, accountability, or understanding. It's just theater. It's domination. You're dominating somebody.
Chat. You see, if I was getting dominated, if we hopped on that call and DH was destroying me, like making me look like a dumbass, all that, nobody would say nothing. Clavicular is calling. Tell him I gotta finish this. This is very important.
The internet rewards humiliation rituals more than actual humiliation because those dunking moments, they're going to get clips, reactions, compilations, live stream moments, comment sections full of people spamming laughing emojis. Somebody gets emotionally flattened in front of millions. Half these creators do not even want resolution anymore.
You see what he's saying? When you put these videos, like, had this video gone viral, this could have been, I could have got sunned. And the reason I say that is because, bro, any video has the potential to go viral. You catch the algorithm on a good day, this video can have 10 million views, 500,000 likes, everybody agrees with him, and then I'm the one. You know what I mean, chat?
You want your victory pose, and you won. Congratulations, DH is a clout-chasing mutant, and I'm a clout-chasing mutant. I'm making a video about JiDion. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, I got this screenshot, bro. He looks weak, emotional.
I never once said this was anything about clout chase. I mean, bro, you have every right to make a video, bro. We're not gonna post videos that we want to do bad. Every video we make, we want them to do good.
stupid, confused, and cornered. Oh, this is great. And the audience cheers like Roman citizens watching somebody get fed to lions while Subway Surfer gameplay loops underneath it. The lions are well fed. They're so well fed. The feeding is the point. I genuinely do think you, JiDion, if you ever see this video, I think you, JiDion, you're probably a good person at your core.
Okay.
I think your religious backing and all this stuff and wanting to do good in general is a great thing. But I think your protagonist syndrome of forcing others to have the same mindset as you is so damning and damaging.
I'm not trying to make others have the same mindset of me. It's just, if you're going to talk about me, you see, I think, well, who was it? Deion Sanders said it. I think Deion Sanders said it best. Your perception of me is not the perception I think of myself every time I wake up. And if you put out your perception of me publicly, I have every God-given right, and I feel a responsibility to address that.
I do not think you wake...
Bro, everybody's saying call Clav, blah, 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 blah. I would love to call Clav, man. You know, it would have been cool to talk to him yesterday. He was busy. I didn't badger him when he was busy with his thing. All right. So if he's watching, like, yo, I do want to talk to Clav. I do. But he was doing his interview with Vlad TV, and you know, I moved on. He can do the same. Chad can wait. Okay.
Wake up and plan evil.
And if he can't wait, then it is what it is.
I think you secretly are some monster. That's what I think. I think kindness and goodness are not identical traits. I think you are not kind at all. I don't think you're a kind person at all. I think you're nice. I think you're good. I don't think you're kind at all. You want everybody to know you're doing great. And because people know you're doing great, you get a lot of attention for it, and it's amazing. It's a very Mr. Beast effect. And I think that is great because the more good you show you're doing, guess what, guys? He's going to get more money. He's going to be able to do more good. But I think that makes you think that you're a great person somehow. Some people do good actions while still carrying incredibly harsh energy around others. Some people help communities while also loving control too much. Some people become addicted to the feeling of being morally correct because it lets them speak to others from a permanent elevated platform. That's what you're doing.
But keep in mind, chat, what all he's saying is me responding to what people are saying about me. This isn't like about other topics or anything. This is what people are saying about me, right? Me responding to what people say about me. This is what he's talking about.
That is what you're doing. You are only the teacher and only the judge, only the enlightened one handing down lessons from the mountaintop, because so many smaller creators reach out to you and they ask you for advice because I'm the big content creator. This is the great. And that mountaintop probably is loneliness. But that loneliness does not make you holier than everyone. It's toxic positivity.
I'm not better. You see, it's like you kind of have the same mindset as DH. It's like, you guys, this is what you guys want. Let me talk shit about you and you just live your life. Damn, JiDion, you too big, bro. It's like reporters in sports. If a reporter writes a scathing article about an athlete and that athlete calls that reporter out during the questioning time, that athlete gets called difficult and egotistical. Bro, why is that athlete calling him out? So the reporter can make the story. He can put it out to the public. He do all that. But the athlete can't respond. No. That's not how this works, bro. So, in this sense, if you think me responding is arrogance, then shit. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm the most arrogant motherfucker in the world. Because if I think someone's putting something out there to the public that is wrong about me, and God has breath in me to speak on it, I will. I've done that since day one. No matter how big, no matter how small. One thing about me, you can say, I'm not kind. You can say whatever you want. But you can't say I pick and choose who I go after. Because I don't go after, I respond. Doesn't matter how many subs you have or anything. Bro, a 50 million subscriber channel can make a video about me. If I think they're wrong, I'm going to react to it and be like, nah, that's not it, G. And I got something to say.
Terrifying. You keep saying, bro, I'm trying to help you grow, while publicly embarrassing someone in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Everything becomes love wins, while people dogpile a target straight for days. This is a kid. He's like 17 years old.
19.
And he said, remember that video he made about you, Dante, 2 years ago? What was he, 16, 15 years old? He made a video trying to get a little bit of publicity. Everything.
No, then he was
spreading
17.
positivity while creating environments where disagreement gets treated like some betrayal or stupidity. And people fall for it because positivity is aesthetically pleasing. If someone yells at you angrily, well, you notice it immediately. If someone humiliates you while smiling and speaking softly, oh, he's so wise and so smart.
So my question is this an uplifting video for me? Well, I mean, it's not even for me. So, like, I look at it like this. You pretty much just want to talk about me. You want to be able to talk about me. Get the views about talking about me. But you don't want me to talk about you. JiDion, let me talk about you. Let me critique you. Let me talk about you as let me talk about the epitome of you as a man. But JiDion, don't respond to me. Don't watch this video. You're too big for this, JiDion. You have too much. You're like, genuinely, you're no different than those sports writers that get mad when an athlete calls them out. You're genuinely no different.
He's maintaining his poise. It's so great. The internet has created a whole genre of creators who weaponize calmness while their audience rips people apart beneath them. Your calmness is such a deep weapon to people. It's so saddening to witness. The really uncomfortable thing about this whole thing is that doing one good category does not create a moral coupon where everything you do is untouchable.
Not everything I do is untouchable. Bro, I've gotten shit on by my audience so much. But it helps me grow. And I know my audience well enough to where they know why I do what I do.
I just don't like that. Look at all the good things I've done.
Chat, have I brought up anything about my preg catching?
Yes.
Have philanthropy?
Yeah, you did it on stream. I mean, you did it on stream.
Listen. This is. I don't know if you were afraid that like I was gonna try to pull the preg catching card. I'm not gonna pull that card, bro. I'm not. And even when I do pull that card, the only reason why I pull that card is because someone says what we do isn't helping. That's when I pull that card. When you say what we do isn't helping, then I'll pull it. Like, what the? I gotta show you some receipts. I don't have to pull no card like that with you. You say you rock what I do. You say you love what the preg catches. You're just talking about me as a man. And me as a man, I have a lot of flaws. But what you are saying is flaws in here, you picked the wrong category, bro. If I thought you were cooking, man, I'm gonna be like, chat, bro, he cooked me, bro. He's right. I gotta be honest. That's why I thought I knew where this video was gonna go. But because I hadn't watched the video yet. But now that I'm listening to it, I gotta delete this comment. I have to actually delete this comment.
Look at this. Look at all that. I donated $1 million to charity. I'm so good. Human beings do not.
You never say anyone is cooking though. In a video, if someone's talking about me, I'll agree with points. You know? But like, chat, think about it like this. Can somebody come on the internet and make a full video about you, critiquing everything about you where you agree with every point, and you not have any pushback on anything? Can anyone do that? They never met you. They only see you through the internet. Can anybody do that? No. The first thing I preface this as is I have a very fragile ego. That's the first thing I preference this as.
become immune to ego. And you are probably, and this is incredible to say, you are a perfect content creator. That's not a compliment. You are a perfect content creator. You may be one of the best to ever do it. You might be one of the greatest content creators on this platform.
Yeah, nah,
and that is
far
not a
from
compliment. I think you were probably built to be a content creator. That is not a compliment. That is me telling you what you are at your core. Being a content creator is not an inherently good thing.
Okay.
Right? Even me, especially me, not an inherently good thing. Large creators always do this. This is the whole thing. Being good does not excuse cruelty. The hardest thing for any creator to do.
Chat. I'm cruel for responding to people that made videos on me, but I'm cruel because they're smaller. I am cruel. I am evil. Well, he didn't say evil. I'll just use the word he used. I'm cruel.
Is to hear that they are not the exception. The rules apply to you too. Your ego will corrupt you. I don't think you are a villain. I also don't think you're a saint. I think you're a person with a big platform and good intentions and blind spots and egos and flaws and moments of genuine greatness and moments of unnecessary cruelty. And I hate that. I really hate that. I hate when I see this all the time. And
so I'm trying to figure out, like, why would you want to say all this but not want me to watch it? Why, like, wouldn't this be for my benefit? If this is all true, why can't I watch this? Why can't I internalize this?
You're going to continue to get bigger, and people are going to dunk me in the comments of this video saying, well, at least he's doing good, bro. He's doing amazing.
No, fuck my good, bro. Fuck everything I've done. You know? Fuck everything, all the, like, bro. Just me as a man. Just say what you have to say, chat. Me as a man. Don't think of, he did catch that one. No, just think of me as a man. Because when I'm watching this video, I am not thinking one time of any predator we caught. I'm genuinely looking at me as a man. And at least the topics you picked, I'm not agreeing.
He's doing fantastic work. I don't really care about that at all, to be quite honest with you. Please, JiDion, continue to do amazing and outstanding work for all the communities and all the people around you. I hope you continue to provide great, endearing examples of love and kindness all around you. And I hope you remain faithful in your faith. God be praised to you. Praise the Most High. Praise what He is. Praise Jesus Christ, your Savior. Praise all those things. And speak of your prophets while you do unnecessarily cruel things to demean and humiliate people while doing it under the guise of humility. It is disrespectful to the very provocation, to the very religion that you embolden so deeply while doing.
You know the crazy thing? Like, it's like he's talking about my religion, but it's like, chat. The funniest thing about this is, I'm guessing he's not Christian, but he would have a problem with Jesus. Because Jesus, bro, the Pharisees will be saying the craziest things about Jesus. And Jesus had a way bigger followings than them. Jesus had way bigger crowds come out than them. And whenever they would talk about Jesus, he would respond right then and there. They would say, "Oh, you're the devil." They would literally say he's Satan. You're Beelzebub. Jesus would respond. And I mean, I know he's not a believer, but hey, I look at it as Jesus is the greatest man that ever walked this earth. So if my Lord and Savior can respond, then why can't I? So if I'm cruel, then Jesus was cruel to those Pharisees because he would embarrass them. When the Pharisees came up and said, what did he say? They said, it was about the taxes. They were like, they tried to trick him. They tried to stump him up. They said, should we not give taxes or should we? And what did Jesus say? Give to Caesar what's Caesar's and give to God what's God. Boom. Another time, they asked him, was John the Baptist, or no, they asked him, are you the Son of Man or something like that, right? And Jesus responded, and with another question, he said, here, I'll answer your question if you answer mine. Was John the Baptist baptism from God or from man? And the Pharisees knew if we respond of God, then that validates Jesus as being the Christ. But if we say that his baptism is a man, then the followers here, they think John the Baptist is a prophet, then they're going to get mad at us. And they just shut their mouth. He put them on hush mode. Jesus put some people on hush mode. But you know the common denominator in all those things? They came to Jesus first.
This with backhandedness and the smile and wickedness inside of your tone and the way you operate as a human being while thinking you are doing a kindness but not even realizing your own ego and ineptitude cannot even handle a slight critique of your posture. Anyways, this is probably just unnecessary drama and beef. Who knows? I don't really care. Doesn't really matter to me. People are going to click on the video because they see drama and your name's going to attract a lot of attention. Oh my goodness, I'm such a clout chaser. This is so fun. Anyways,
You know what's you know what's so funny, Chad? I could see while he was recording this video how he thought I was gonna be responding. And I'm pretty sure you guys can see it too.
This is exactly what I wanted.
He thought I was gonna respond to this in a whole different way.
No, this is exactly what I wanted. This is literally exactly what I thought. This is bar for bar what I thought.
I was seeing people saying that he's live. What's good, my man?
Hello. Hi.
What's good?
I see
I
you.
was seeing people saying that he's live.
I see you.
What's good?
Hello.
What's good, my man?
Hello. Hi. Would you want to talk?
What's your
We can talk.
Discord? Good.
We can talk.
Unless you don't want to, man.
No, we can
I don't know
talk.
if you
We
would.
can talk.
What's good, my man?
Hi. We can talk. We can Discord.
Yeah,
We
just
can
drop it in the chat.
I got Discord.
Drop it in the chat.
Hold on. Let me drop my Discord. Give me 1 second.
And there's no point in sending any hate at all.
There goes my Discord. I could just type out
Oh, you
my
dropped it on
Discord name.
YouTube.
It's so much easier. There we go. That's my Discord name. I don't like not having glasses. I have too many ring lights on my eyes. Sorry. Do you have headphones anywhere or no? The headphones?
I don't think it's a hashtag anymore. Here, I'm gonna type mine in his chat. I don't know why my thing be acting like that.
What up?
Okay, add me first.
Add you
Cause
first?
it's not letting me.
Oh, I got you. Hold on, let me go to
It's
my
not letting me
chat.
add you.
Got you. Hold on. I got you. Am I human? Yeah, I'm human. What is this? Oh my god, they're making me do some bullshit.
Chat, tell him to type in the chat whenever he added me.
I got you. Hold on, they're.
I typed in his chat. Oh, I think I see him.
Oh, this is.
There he is.
It won't let me send a friend request unless I do a puzzle. Hold on, I'm doing a puzzle. I'm
Okay.
having to do a puzzle. I'm sorry.
Wait, I accepted. Wait,
Yeah, I'm already friends with this user.
Wait, tell him to DM me.
Yeah, hold on. Says we're already friends. One moment. Here we go.
Okay, hold up. I think I got him. I'm calling him right now.
One moment. Let me get my headphones on.
Yeah. Do whatever you need to do.
Hold on. I got my wife's headphones. Hold on.
How long you been married for?
Married for 2.5 years.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Okay, let me grab this. Let me shut off my camera on OBS. And pull up this Windows. God hates me. Okay, hold on. I'm a Christian, by the way. I want to point that out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. It kind of sounded kind of like condescending a little bit.
It was very
Like, what you were
condescending. It was very condescending. I condescended a lot, to be quite real with you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's why I assumed you weren't a Christian with the way you were saying it.
Okay, all right, that's 2 there.
Okay, so that means you really understand my reference then of what Christ.
I do.
did.
I used to be a youth pastor for a large part of my life, so I understood immediately. Okay, let me make sure my chat can hear us because they can't hear a goddamn thing because I'm stupid. Real tech. Say a word.
Yo, yo, yo.
Okay, they can hear you now. Okay, all right. So let's get into the point of my video. Let's talk about that
Yeah,
for a
man.
moment.
Yes, sir.
So I had spoken to, I think it was like 6 months ago, I spoken to somebody, and they had said you respond to every bit of hate and vitriol and rage bait. And I said, that seems stupid. Why would he respond to every bit of hate and vitriol and rage bait? And then I saw you beefing with FDH, like fuck DH, and I was confused by that. That didn't make any sense to me. Um, what is the reasoning behind you beefing with or at least not beefing, because you're not beefing, you're simply responding to hate and allegations, which is objectively reasonable because you don't want any bad mouth about you. But what's the point, right? Because you're wildly big. Are you searching for people that talk mess about you? Is that what you're doing all day?
Quite literally, no, man. Like either my team will send me something like, yo, man, this dude made a video about you, or my audience will do it, or sometimes it literally just pops up in my recommended. And coincidentally enough, FDH's video popped up in my recommended. Now, I'm sure as you know, DH is 19. So how it all started was 2 years ago in 2024, he made two videos about me that he since took down, where he was pretty much saying that I was a fake Christian. And a lot of the points he had made in those were just like, it's not even about like morally or what I think about myself. It just wasn't factually true.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then we fast forward, and he makes the video saying, you know, not everything needs your attention. And I feel like you missed the essence, because you were saying that in his video, the point was the scale, but that's not the point anywhere that he made in the video. Because actually, if he made that point, then he would knowingly be contradicting himself, because he has the point of, he was looking at it from a different angle, to where it didn't matter that he had that in there, because that wasn't the point of the video. The point of the video was not giving your energy to stuff. And I said, I get that, but you can't say you can't give your energy to stuff when you have a 3-minute segment. And I don't even know how much of all of this, like, from my point of view, it looks like you kind of just caught the tail end of everything.
Oh no, I watched the video and I purposely pointed out the scale point because I didn't want to repeat the same points that DH pointed out. I think
But where
go
where
ahead.
in DH's video did he ever,
No, DH didn't
like,
say that in his video. I think the greater, broader context of why, of you responding specifically, it's like that guy. I'm not gonna mention his name in any capacity. I refuse to mention his name. That person that made that video DMing 100 minors or something. He knew he was gonna get someone like you or you in general to reply to that, and that was kind of the main premise of DH's thing, was that he was gonna get someone like you to reply. And now that guy, he may not have much following, but he still has more clout than he would have had without you replying. So now he's on the radar of a bunch of people.
but as you still saying, it's like a scale. His whole thing was, I shouldn't be responding to things like that, because he made me the thumbnail, made me cry, all those different
Yeah,
things.
DH
And
lied like a
all
crazy psychopath. That was nuts. I don't know what the hell that was about. He was lying like his ass off. I don't know what the fuck he was saying when you was crying about a thing. We were crying about something else. That was fucking stupid. That was dumb. I don't know what he was talking about. That was idiotic. Don't really know what was going on there.
you
That was,
see, like, he
yeah.
made a lot of disingenuous claims, and he made a lot of things where he tried to misconstrue. Like, he made me crying seem like I was crying about the situation, when literally it had nothing to do about that. And I guess to get into the, like, me responding to things, like I admit it, like, bro, I do have a fragile ego. I'm not gonna lie. But what happens a lot of the time is, I feel like I have a more fragile ego to comments. Whereas when people make videos about me and I watch those videos, I just genuinely see things that are factually wrong.
Hmm.
Like the way you think, I'm thinking, like how you thought I was gonna be making fun of your nails, when I have no problem at all with men painting their nails.
No,
Like,
well, not
I'm
specifically you, right? This is important. Not you. The reflection of you, which is the audience you cultivated. Right now, I think I have 72 Instagram requests. I have 14 Discord messages. I have 2 Facebook requests, and people in my chat right now are spamming that I am a British cigarette and that I'm not married. I'm sleeping with a man. A lot of stuff like that. It's really the
but you
community
see,
you've
but
cultivated.
but that's not good though,
No, not at all.
because if no, I'm saying it's not good on your end, because just because they're in, like, I tell, like, I literally said it, you had it in your video. I
Mhm.
said, you don't look at the freaking chat. My comment section is way different than my chat, because actually now with the prayer kitchen, I have a lot older audience. You know what I mean? and they don't want to just type in chat all day, you know, whereas younger audiences, they'll make remarks like that and stuff. But you can't say it's a reflection now when you purposely pointed it at me. You said, I am going to do that. Now you're changing it and moving the goalpost to, no, it's a reflection of your audience. You
Oh,
can't do
that's
that.
completely fair. You're right. I agree. I shouldn't have done that. You're 100% correct. I'll give you that.
It's just like, you know, watching your video, it's like I could tell a lot of things that you thought I was gonna say or do during my response or whatever, me watching it. And it's like it'll be one thing if like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna take that bait because I don't want him to have that. But it's just genuinely, it would never be in my even brainwave to do or say any of those things, or you know, come with those responses. So it's like right off the bat, you your critique of me is already flawed because you're basing it off of my audience or basing it off of preconceived notions when that's not me.
Oh, 100. To be quite honest with you, I've I genuinely wanted to see how you are as a person. I didn't even think you'd reply to the video because I didn't think you were like that. I was like, oh, he probably just, the DH video probably had previous beef, maybe something of that variety. And the reason I made it so inflammatory and so rage baity in most of the video was hoping. I even said don't reply to the video because I was hoping you wouldn't. I didn't know you actually would. That was interesting. Thus,
Well, you know what's funny? The
go ahead.
reason why I wanted to respond to the video was because it was that's why I commented before I watched the video, because I thought, you know what, this will be a I like to watch videos to sometimes talk about myself or topics. Like I like having videos be a way for me to get my commentary out because I'm not gonna just sit on stream and talk about something. I use like a video to get maybe something off of my chest or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? I do have a fragile ego, and this dude made a video about it. And I was like, I went in assuming that you would tackle the points that I reflected on myself on.
No.
And so that's why but then I went into the video and I was like, damn, you know? And so I was like, this it wasn't a good reflection of me when there's better things to critique me on that I would have agreed with. But the points that you pointed out, like, they just weren't good.
No, I think in general, maybe I got like 4 out of 20 things about you, maybe four, like four maybe. And I'm being like really, I even knew that upon making the video. I knew I wasn't gonna hit anything about you realistically. It was more of a broader context and critique on the overall nature and basis of large content creators weaponizing audiences. And I used you as a jumping board because I could talk to you because someone told me you reply, and I was trying to see if you would reply, so I could talk about the bigger basis of larger content creators using their audiences and weaponizing it to a disgusting metric. And I used you as a jumping scapegoat, which I do apologize for.
I mean, you know, I appreciate that. But hold up, let me go get my dog real quick. I'll be
Take
right
your
back.
time. Go ahead. Hello, all. Pleasure to see you. Hi, guys. Pleasure to see you all in chat. Would you like to insult me? Go crazy. I can't see the chat, by the way. I don't know. You're just speaking into the void at this exact moment. So there's that.
How was he today?
Someone in my chat said, "This is my real hair." Yeah, this is just my hair. I don't know what to tell you here. This is also my hair. Take a nap. I got a genetic condition. My eyes always look like this. This is why I wear sunglasses most of the time. Can't change that. Ugh.
What's good, y'all? Bernie just got back. You're gonna be chilling in this cage. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
But I mean, the you see what you're doing is the same thing that DH did, where you guys are like he tried to make it like the video wasn't about you. The video is like you said, a jumping board to talk about a broader topic. And it's like you can't say that when I'm the title and thumbnail. You know what I mean? Like, granted, you are talking about a broader topic, but when I'm the main topic throughout the entire video, and you're talking about me and my essence and my soul and me as a man, then that's not really going into a deeper topic. That's using a topic to talk about a man.
Okay, so let's say I'm a dumbass, right? And this isn't an insult to me. I'm saying this as a general jumping point. I'm a dumbass. You replied to a dumbass. Thus, I have dragged you down to my level so that we can have a conversation about my dumbassery, right? The point is the fact of you replying in general and the reaction and knowing that people know that you specifically are going to reply. I could have brought out Ludwig. I could have jumped that cutie Cinderella. I could have jumped that Kai Cenat. Hell, I Show Speed. Could have done that. But I didn't because they wouldn't, reply. You would. Period. You would reply. That's the issue. The pride and ego that you have coalescing inside of your body, the Vegeta mentality that you have, that's the issue. That's also a problem, and that's why people are using you as an easy target because they're gonna keep doing this.
Let me ask you this: you're a Christian, right?
Yes, sir.
So was Jesus wrong every time he replied whenever the Pharisees would say something about him?
The Son of God was the Son of God wrong? Insane. No.
Yeah. Okay. So are we not supposed to be Christ-like?
We are supposed to be Christ-like. I do believe you should walk in the way. I also believe that you should be the bigger person in general.
Can you show me any instance in the Bible where the Pharisee said something about Christ and he didn't respond?
No, I can't quote direct scripture at the current moment. I apologize.
But no, that's the point. Is every time the Pharisees would come and say something, he would always respond.
Yes. And he would.
So
go ahead.
So the point that I'm getting at is you're saying it's ego. So Christ never sinned, right?
Correct. But it wasn't ego upon Christ. It was proving the worth of his words and proving through actions and proving who he was as a human being. And you yourself are trying to defend yourself, but at the same time, you don't got to defend yourself against everybody. It's just worthless words at the end of the day, to be quite honest with you. A lot of things I say are genuinely worthless. Not even valid critiques at the end of the day. Genuinely a nothing burger of an entire video, to be quite fair with you. And somehow I'm right here.
But now, okay, now let me answer this, okay?
Take your time.
So do you post a video wanting every video to flop?
I hope that 2 videos fail each month.
Okay, to keep you humble, I understand that. But you want every video to do as good as possible, correct?
At least 10,000 views at the bare minimum.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Dog Pack. You know the Dog Pack situation with Mr. Beast and stuff?
He blocked me on Twitter, I know, yes.
So Dog Pack had 0 subscribers. He made a channel. Posted multiple videos that got tens of millions of views. Literally hurt Mr. Beast's business a lot, brand deals, all of that. But yet, even with all those videos, he was still way smaller than Mr. Beast. Would Mr. Beast be punching down if he responded to him?
I think Mr. Beast retroactively responded, and he took a while for the drama to die down, and he didn't, even at the end of the day, he didn't really care, and Dog Pack did indeed get packed up, because nobody cared after a while. It didn't really affect his brand in any capacity. I'm asking also, what
it did affect Mr. Beast's. No, you can't say it didn't affect his brand. It most definitely affected his brand.
How so?
Oh my gosh, he was getting eviscerated on Twitter. Commentary YouTubers were making videos about Dog Pack videos to talk about him. Like it most definitely it affected his business so much to where he had to do interviews addressing the points.
He did 2 interviews, and one was with somebody he trusted. I think it was Oompaville. And the other one was like a
the point you made is when you're way bigger, you should be able to take that. Mr. Beast is quite literally the biggest YouTuber. 400 million subscribers to somebody with 400,000 subscribers. And they had 0 subscribers before they posted any of those videos. But yet Mr. Beast still responded. So I'm going to ask you again. Was Mr. Beast I'm in the wrong and I'm cruel for responding to smaller creators. Is Mr. Beast in the wrong for responding to Dog Pack?
All right, so this is where I'm going to have to disagree ever so slightly with you here. So, Mr. Beast is basically like 90% of his audience is children. I don't think the kids are watching the commentary channels. I think if you already hated Mr. Beast and needed a reason to hate Mr. Beast, you would watch that video. Hence why a lot of my comments initially, and I'm pretty sure when I go back to my video it's not going to be this, they had a reason to dislike you, whether it was your older prey content, or maybe you made a misogynistic content, or maybe in front of a gay person. Maybe you said something transphobic one time. I don't know. Maybe you misgendered somebody. I don't really give a fuck about that, to be quite honest with you. Maybe they had a reason to already hate you. And that dog pile grabbing an echo chamber of people that already dislike you. Mr. Beast is not incorrect for replying to Dog Pack. He didn't directly reply to, he didn't talk to him like we're talking right now. Dog Pack, right? Dog Pack, he never spoke to Mr. Beast essentially. Mr. Beast spoke to a trusted person. It's like Dan Schneider, right? Dan Schneider spoke to the taco guy during that way. I don't mean to use Dan Schneider as a comparison point, by the way. I apologize for that. But he spoke to the taco guy to do an interview, a guy he trusted already to do that. That's what Mr. Beast did. He went to a YouTuber he trusted to do an interview to make himself get better credibility. Very strategic move, very smart. But he didn't directly actively talk to Dogpack. That's the thing. You directly talk to people like me or DH.
No, you're moving the goalposts again because you're making it me directly talking to you.
That's the
so let's
point.
say I didn't. So no, that's not the point. Your point was, why do you keep on watching these videos? Why do you keep on reacting to these videos? Now you're moving it to, now you're talking to us. No, that's you're moving the goalposts. This is the second time you've moved it.
Second time I moved it. Oh, I probably did. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I mean, it still doesn't defeat the main premise of what I'm getting to, of what I'm saying here. I'm saying the issue I'm having is the fact that you're directly talking to people such as me. That's not good. You shouldn't be doing that, man.
But okay, but by your logic, it's like people got mad at me for talking to the KKK.
Oh, I gotta bring that up, by the way. That's very important. Do you know where Knock'em Stiff, Ohio is?
No.
Okay. I also spoke to the KKK. I spoke to a Grand Cyclops. Dude wanted to kill me. I gotta give you mad respect for that. That was very bold of you. You made me seem less crazy. I gotta respect that. Thank you for doing that. Just gotta say that right there.
But that is me as a person, you know? Like, I'm not afraid or think like, oh wait, here, you know what? Forget all that. What did I do that was cruel? Because you said I'm a very cruel person. So what did I do that was cruel in your eyes?
When you called I'm Dante and then tried to, I consider it little broing. I consider it sunning somebody. When you asked him to donate the proceeds of his video as well, that same as you did, that was strange. Why did you do that?
Why? Okay, that's a perfect. So you saw his video when he said I did it for money, right?
Yeah.
You saw it in when I was talking to him. He said, "You're already a millionaire, bro, and you're so greedy. You wanted more money." You saw that part, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I was like, you know what? You keep on bringing up the point that I'm doing this for money. So here, I'm going to donate that money from that video that you're critiquing. Now, I think you're a hypocrite, and you made this video under the guise of, because you get two viral topics. You get to talk about the topic of the dude that was going viral plus me. I think you're a hypocrite because you said in your video you shouldn't get that stuff attention, yet you're giving that thing attention in your video. So none of us profit off of this situation. Would you be down to donate the proceeds from your video? That's why I did what I did. So where's the little broing?
You know, upon reflection, you're absolutely right. I agree.
What do you agree with?
Oh, your statement. You're right. Yeah, that is a little strange, isn't it? That's a little odd. I agree. You're correct. You're correct. You probably shouldn't have said you did it for money when at the end of the day you probably were doing it for more of a noble cause at the end of the day, considering you're already a millionaire. Kind of defeating his entire point, considering you only made about $6,000 and then proceeds to donate that money plus your stream money. You know what? You're completely correct. I agree. I don't disagree. You've changed my mind. Good job. I'm not unreasonable. I just.
Oh man.
Oh no, I'm not unreasonable. I just didn't understand. Thank you for explaining. So, I just didn't know. I really didn't grasp why. I think during the live stream you didn't make it clear enough for me, and it felt like you were just trying to sun him or little bro him. And I apologize for making that point in my video. You are 100% correct.
It's totally genuine.
I'm not bullshitting you. I don't have time to do that. We're already here. Does it seem like I'm bullshitting? It wouldn't make any sense to do that at this point. We're talking.
No, I guess I'm just used to I guess I'm just used to people doubling down, I guess.
No, I'm not. No, not in any capacity. That's ridiculous. What would that accomplish? The point of a debate or a conversation is to walk into this willing to have my mind changed. I was in here willing to have my mind changed. That's what I came here to do. I'm not here to just say, you're wrong, you're an idiot. I'm not here to clip farm or none of that stupid shit. I'm not an idiot. I'm here to speak to you as a person. I just want to know why you did it. You explained it very well and reasonably. Why would I disagree with that? Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, no, what you said makes perfect sense, but we just live in an age where like you know, the thing that makes sense is the more strange thing, which is sad, but
That wouldn't do anything. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to do that, man. I'm not here to and even the initial point of my video was to see if you replied. That was the point, yes. But I wanted to genuinely have a conversation because I knew you'd reply. That was more so the bigger, broader point of my video. And I wish to have a conversation about how you are as a person and how you view yourself as a human.
How about this? How about instead of me addressing points you made, since you made the points and you have the source, you ask me.
Ask you about yourself?
I mean, you made a video about myself, so you might as well ask me about myself.
True. I didn't know, and this is me not knowing, I guess. I didn't know you didn't. I didn't know you viewed yourself as also having a fragile ego. I had naturally assumed you came at people from a high horse standpoint and just thought you did these good things in some capacity to view yourself as holier than thou. I'm not gonna lie to you here. This is just me, maybe projecting ever so slightly. I just assumed you did the Christian bit as a little bit of a gaff, a little bit of a goober, a little bit of a goof, to be quite fair with you. You were praying at the beginning of streams and all this other stuff, and I thought you were using God as a scapegoat, as many people do. But you seem to be really about that, and I got to respect that.
Well, I mean, I made a lot more money doing my pranks, like I was quote unquote in my prime. You know, yeah, you can come in, baby. So, hold up. No, you're good. Here, let him out, but make sure he gets out the right way.
I got dogs downstairs.
I said make sure he gets out the right way.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs downstairs as well.
Yeah, he's just excited his mom's home.
Just waiting.
Yeah, no, because like he gets like you talk, he gets excited.
That's so fair. That's so honest. That's real.
Here, take him out real quick, baby. Hey, let me give you a kiss. But back to what I was saying. No, man, like I'm very serious about my faith, and it's like I mean, I can't prove to people, you know what I mean? Like people, like you were saying, like you went to Christianity for the money, It's like I'm not out here making no mega church or anything like that. If anything, like I probably lost millions and millions of dollars, but I'm already blessed enough to where I'm straight, my family's straight. And I really don't look at myself on a high horse. Like I'm just the dude. And so I think that's why I get offended, like when you were saying why you respond to these little small creators. It's like I'm not looking at it like that. Because when I was a small creator, I mean, I don't know how much you knew about me, but like I had 400K subs and I was throwing shots at FaZe Rugs and he had like 18 million subs. You know what I mean? Anybody else, that would be career suicide. Dang, FaZe Rugs is this family-friendly dude, and you're throwing these shots and stuff like that, bro. You're such an L, da-da-da-da-da. But, like, that's just... Obviously, I mean, well, now me and him are cool, so I shouldn't have been doing that. But, like, that's just how I am. When I'm pretty sure you know about the Pokimane situation.
Yes, I do.
Pokey was way bigger than me. And it's like, so when people say, like, I got the idea that you were basically kind of going at it like where I like to punch down, where it's like I don't punch down, I don't punch. It's like I don't care if you're up or down. I don't see size.
The bigger issue that I was having, and this is my incorrect assumption, which I'm happy is cleared up actually. My incorrect assumption about you was, let's give a small brief history thing, because this makes zero sense if I don't add a brief history thing. When I was 12 years old, I became a Crip. Right? I was a Crip when I was 12 years old. And I was ruining lives. I was curb stomping people. I was destroying people. I was unnecessarily ruining lives. I was stealing copper from houses. I was doing evil stuff. When I was 16, I got leukemia. And I decided to change my life around. And I really worked hard on changing, becoming a bigger person, but I still had slip ups over and over again. I was still a little bit homophobic, still a bit sexist. I still hated white people. It was a lot of stuff going on back in the day. But I was seeing those same things that were happening with you. And I was like, oh, he's bullshitting. He's not actually trying to grow as a person. He still wants to do the nonsense and dog on people and destroy them and dunk on them. So I made that video as an initial, a bit of a call out, like, hey, you're kind of bullshitting here. You're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing in essence. You're not really doing self growth. I didn't actually think that you would admit, yeah, I do have a fragile ego. You got me there. Didn't know you'd do that. Kind of out of my calculations. Pretty interesting, to be quite fair with you.
Bro, I mean, in the beginning of my reaction, I was like, surprise, surprise, y'all. I know you guys might not know this, but I have like my whole audience knows I have a fragile ego. I know they know that because they'd be like, bro, why are you on this? Like I be on such little things, minute things, and that's one thing I really do got to fix about myself, and I can see about myself, and it's like I do realize not everything needs my energy, but more than a lot of times when I react to videos talking about me and I hear the stuff they're saying, they just be wrong about me. You know, I'm the type of guy where like if you just say something true about me, like fuck, man, I'm gonna be like, damn, it hurts, but like I'll go quiet before I say that's not true, and that's just how I am as a person. I'll be like, damn, like I'll just, I'll try to change the subject or something, if I don't have the balls to admit to it right then and there, and like with DH, like that whole situation genuinely like I mean he just genuinely doesn't like me and that's fine, but I never like I really wasn't out here trying to freaking go at it. I just was like, bro, like I what I couldn't see is, and I'm sure you see it too, I can't see how he doesn't see the hypocrisy. Like my whole response was like, how do you not see your hypocrisy? Like I'm just like, what was the point? Like it's not in what was the point in the video and why'd you make a video about me? It's what is the point in the video when the point that you're trying to make, you're contradicting.
Mm. Yeah, no,
That's
you're
where I'm
right. Yeah,
at.
that's fair. I think that you are a net positive for humanity overall. And a large part of what I was trying to understand was why people hated you as well. So I did, I guess, about, I don't know, 27 minutes of research to figure out why people despised you. And then I watched, I think, 2 full streams of yours. And I think it was just a slight, I don't know, maybe you're doing it for baiting or clips or something of that variety to get your chat hyped, and maybe you know your chat better than most people. Maybe that's the whole thing. But it just felt a little disingenuous when I was witnessing it, as you claim to have authenticity. But upon seeing, I guess, the poise and repose you have right now, it's very calming and nice. Actually, it's very comforting. You don't give off the energy of somebody that's trying to down or demean, which is very comforting. That's very nice. I have
I mean,
no. Go
if
ahead.
you watched, I did a stream the other day where this lady, I did an interview with a lady who husband she found a bunch of CP on his devices and stuff like that, and she was just letting me know how like she's in a custody battle with him and everything, and I just let her know like, hey, I'm gonna help you try to find the best lawyers in your state, and I'll cover the retainer and everything like that. And it's like, so when I do gestures like that, it's like, I'm not. It's like I'm not gonna say what I do, but I do a lot of things off stream that I could put out there to, up myself. But it's like if something happens on stream, it happens, or if something happens on camera, it happens. But I'm not doing it so like with the DH thing. It wasn't to little bro him or anything. It was just like, damn, you want to keep on making this point, you know? Okay, here, I'm gonna take that point away from you. And it's like, bro, I would have thought it would be cool as hell for him to also like not even all his videos, just the one video with the dude in there, just donate the proceeds from there. But like it told me more about him that he wouldn't do it, but you're gonna complain about me, That just tells me now if you do it, it's like, bro, man, it's like, okay, you really about that, man. You really thought I was just in it for the money. I respect that. But the fact that he didn't do it showed me like, oh, JiDion's all in it for the money. So if I'm in it for the money, what are you in it for? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Then it'll be primarily the money. I think more so I was looking at it from DH's mindset of, yeah, he might obviously need the money. He's younger. He's 19. I said he was 17 incorrectly in the video. I misconstrued my point there. But he's younger. I just assumed that, you make a video about a big content creator, like 9 times out of 10. If you and Ludwig will definitely reply. That is like 2 people who will definitely reply. I think because Ludwig will definitely reply. Brother messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm sorry about that." I was like, "Okay, man, chill out." I don't know. It's like you guys will definitely reply. I think people will pick on you more so than anything because you're definitely going to get a reply out of it. I feel that I still, in some small ways, feel as though that is a weakness of your scale. I think, and
I
it,
agree.
yeah.
I agree with you. I tell my chat, like my chat was telling me about the DH stuff to drop it. And I tell my chat, like, I wish I could. I really do. Like, you think I wanna just like I wish I could. I'm gonna be honest. But
Fair.
but
It just
but
feels
the thing
strange
about
to
it though,
reply to all the people. It just because it's like, oh yeah, this nigga has 5 subscribers. Hold up a second, chat. Let me watch this video.
bro, a dude. Oh, but this is the thing though. It's like if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Whether it's about me or something else. And if I think you're wrong about something, I'm gonna talk about it. Like with the prey catchers that slap people, I think they're wrong. So I call them out. And that's just I've never been a person where if I think something's wrong, I'm not gonna not voice. So when people see it like being me, it's like, yeah, the video might be about me, but it's not about me, like it being about me. It's just that it's wrong. And then but yeah, I mean this conversation. So I guess here, this is what I'll say. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you to delete your video or anything because obviously it's not gonna affect me or nothing.
Yeah.
But I would just say, so was this more of a social experiment
Oh
to see if you
hell
could talk to
yeah.
me?
100%. I'm not gonna lie to
So
you.
did you purposely put wrong information in, or
Yeah.
did you think all your
Oh
information
yeah,
was right?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I just wanted to see if you reply. I mean, you fell for the like. To be quite fair with you, people are gonna say, "I can't believe he switched it up now a bit." No, I really wanted to see if you reply. I wanted to test the theory, and the theory was 100% correct. You reply to like fucking everything. I was like, "Holy shit, he replies to everything." I just wanted to see. I mean, like you can just, if people in your chat can like roast me and tear me apart if they want to. It's not gonna bother any of my main fan base. It's just I'm just confused about why you replied. Cause I was laying with my wife. Me and my wife were laying down, and then somebody
Yeah.
messaged me and said he's reacting. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There's no way. I was confused. I was really confused. I was just really confused. I was genuinely confused. I was like, there's no way. I guess I can use this as a moment to get to know his character. And I will say this, as from man to man, I am not in anywhere near shape or way big enough to even be and I may not believe this in your heart of hearts because we're both content creators. When I get bigger, if I get bigger, I would consider you an actual friend because you seem like a genuine person. Right now, there's no universe we should ever like continue contact, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, we shouldn't continue this. But if I get bigger and I'm worth it and it's someone's time for content or anything of that variety, I would consider you a genuine friend because you seem like a very good person.
I mean, I appreciate that, but I guess so. You say you purposely put wrong information in there.
I did see. I did put shit that I was just guessing and assuming, and then also I think like
So,
5 days
so when
prior.
when you say you, so because I want to, did you maliciously put wrong information, or did you just this is what I think, and I'm just going off of what I think?
Going off of assumptions that people have told me about you, I put those specific things in the video, things that genuinely apply to larger content creators, points you pointed out in your reaction, which I was watching, which didn't apply to you, and I didn't know they didn't apply to you. I just applied them to larger content creators. It almost felt like I was talking about in general broader statements when I was saying those things because you were stating, this doesn't apply to me. Obviously, I don't know much about you. I actually didn't watch a lot of your content, so I had no clue if it actually applied to you. I was just saying this about bigger, broader things. Much projecting going on there. And I will admit that was wild projection. And even at the end, I said something to purposely bait you by bringing up God and saying you don't follow in his way, which baited you.
Are you actually a Christian?
Yeah. I was a youth pastor for a long time.
Wouldn't
I
you
care
say
about
that's
the Lord
like,
more.
not even going the Christian route, like just with your audience? Wouldn't you say that's very like disingenuous and
Yes.
just like,
Hypocritical,
why?
disingenuous, 100% yes. I think for the overall arching goal of this conversation, it was more important because being a content creator, I believe, is antithetical. Is the antithesis. I'm not going to try to say that word with these braces in my mouth. Is the antithesis of basically kind of being following in the way of Christ, because all this fame and glory and all these people we have and all this stuff, it's not very Christ-like. I believe you know that too. It's not very Christ-like at the end of the day. But this is kind of a not very Christ-like profession unless you, I don't know, make a mega church about it or do something like that. It would be disingenuous of me to say that I am walking in the way of Christ when making content. I'm basically not. I'm actually reveling in a lot of my sin when I make a lot of this content. That's just how I am. That's just fair. I'm human still. I have not conquered the flesh or the human nature yet. I have not. That's not true about me in any capacity.
So, with you admitting that a lot of the texts were disingenuous,
Mm-hmm.
factually, purposefully bateful, and wrong and lies
Pure
and all that, are you gonna
manipulation.
leave? So, it's like, are you gonna leave the video up?
If the video, after I get my paycheck from YouTube for the video, I'll probably private the video more than likely because I want the money from the video, to be quite honest with you. I am going to post probably this conversation as well because at the end of the day, it is still a money game. I'm not, pious or righteous. I'm not going to lie to you here. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you know what? This is great. I completely, no, I'll make another video. I know people aren't going to react to non-rage bait. I'm not an idiot. I know how to be a content creator. I know that.
You know what? I actually, I mean, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, I know you were saying, unless you change how you are as a person, man. Like, this felt very parasitical and very disingenuous and
Oh, it
stuff
was
like that.
100%. You are completely correct.
And like, I wouldn't want that in my life, but I
Yeah.
can't respect that. Like, you were straight up about, let me get my bag and then I will private it. And it's like you guys can say hypocrite, but it's like he's just straight up showing his true colors,
I was about to say, why would I?
And
It's pointless to lie. Why would I do that? It seems so pointless to do that. It just seems goofy. Also, for some reason, you messaged me like 2 weeks ago. What was going on with that? What happened? What was that? I don't know what that was about.
I think it was the Saikudo thing. I was gonna say something about it, but then I was just thinking about what you had said, and I was like, oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. Like,
Was that about the term predator?
yeah, like I was just like, you know what? Like, it was one of those things where it's just like I might not fully agree with it, but like I see where it comes from. So it's like, what's the point?
That's fair. That's fair. I was really confused because people have been so many people messaged me about that. They were like, "JiDion, I was trying to get in contact with you." I was like, "I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't keep up with everything. Please just, I'll respond when I respond."
All right. Well, I mean, I guess this conversation is over.
Well, thank you for joining the call. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a lovely day. Hello, guys. My ears hurt. Hold on. That was fun. That was cool. Guys, hold on. Let's get my face in here real fast. Let's give a closing statement real fast. Oh my god, all this nonsense on my screen. Give me a moment, please. I have to actually get to my face. Big face online show scene. Ah, that's where I'm at. Perfect. Perfect. That's not my face. Where's my video capture device? I can't find my camera. Here it goes. Right here. Boom. Perfect. That's not it. Well, you guys are seeing nothing right now. I think it's because it's still registering me inside of a call of some sort. Oh, here it goes. Hi, guys. Hey, what's cracking? How are we doing? So, what's going on? Who's pissed? Who's pissed in here? Who's angry? Who's angry? It was what's crackalacking. This is at least getting 200K when you upload it. Not really. No, this is probably gonna get me like $40. I'm doing fantastic. Dang fuck is over. Too bad, not me. Christian. It's just the fact that the bait worked realistically. I mean, that's pretty cool. I had explained this before in a previous stream that the bait was probably more than likely going to work. Is what was happening there. I had explained that on a previous stream, but I guess new people in JiDion's chat was saying he exactly thought he was what happened. Annoyed, but game is game. That's fair. I'm just chilling. Get your bag as a JiDion fan. We gotta be honest, guys. I enjoy all that. I want to. It was really pointless overall, to be fair, and that was kind of the point of the entire thing. It's really pointless to argue a lot of time. I think he's a pretty good person. I would even argue that he is a net positive for everything. Both fake Christians. Probably, I suppose so. Not pissed just shows his character. You don't fuck with John Nazareth. Keep it 1,000. John Nazareth? Are you actually a Christian? I would consider myself as a base Christian. I've read the word of the Lord 100 times over. I wouldn't consider myself like I'm going to church, but I do have a relationship with the Lord and a Savior. But I also understand and love all other religions as well, and I understand why you could get those conclusions. If I had to pick a religion, though, I probably would say Christian overall, because not even the fact that it makes the most sense, it's just the lessons in it are good, and I think it gives people a base idea of morality. It's very important to have a base idea of morality. I think that's fair to have for people, so that's not really bad. Yo, why is one of your painted now? Oh, sorry. My nails are chipped. I got my nails painted with my wife. I saw a lot of people commenting on my nails. And I have to ask those people, have you ever had a daughter before, ever in your life? Even if I didn't paint my nails, even if I painted my nails as if a regular person, I would still paint my nails as a daughter. I really don't know what's going on here. Seems a little bit goofy there. I don't really understand what's going on there. Can you even cook a YouTube career or more? Don't ever forget that whatever you did in a week. Yeah, I think realistically, this is going to be gone in a week. Oh, a super chat. What does this say? Let's see. James? Yo, W Trollman just heard from Josh stream the tarot reading thing you did was funny. Oh, you like the tarot? That was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I was in Bowling Green doing that. That was fun. I look at my nail polish man too, but we might have to do a channel revamp after this. I don't know about that. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, none of this really matters. I can still make my content. The videos about this gonna come out in tomorrow, I imagine, at 4 o'clock, or maybe later today. I'm not sure. I don't know. Seems goofy to do so. Seems very goofy. I used to do tarot readings in public to manipulate people and give them base code readings. That was really fun. God got you a minor pregnant, a bull full of twos, each animal. That was nuts. It was really just, to be fair, if I make a video on Mr. Beast, I don't expect to get a call with Mr. Beast. Or if I make a video with Ludwig, I don't expect to get a call with Ludwig. I know they might see it, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Like, I make a video about, I don't know, any content creator that's big, Moist Critical or something of that variety. I don't know. I didn't really think he'd do that. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just didn't think that I sort of see. God tier rage baiter. I am a little bit of a rage baiter. Saros, is this for the clout? Yeah, obviously a little bit. I mean, like, what was going on? If he invited you to be in a challenge, would you do it? Mr. Beast, yeah, dude, I would do that in a heartbeat. That wouldn't even be a thing. That wouldn't matter. It would be easy. It was an interesting. I did get a lot of insight on how he is as a person, which is very nice to know. So it is good to hear that. It is good to. I guess the biggest thing is just ego. I guess that's really not bad. You know, he's pretty fun. I appreciate that. I appreciate him as a person, to be quite honest with you. Sorry, I streamed randomly. So yeah, how long are you staying in the circle? Are you talking about the WL stuff and the drama stuff? I'm definitely a commentary YouTuber, and I do give critique and analysis about a lot of situations. I am deeply a drama YouTuber. Like, that's what I am. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm a commentary YouTuber. I make slop content, dude. That's what it is. You see it regardless. I think chat is a little bit of a reflection. I think you can rein in your chat and weed out people. I think chat is a little bit of a reflection of what it is. Because my chat is a reflection of me. Turning straight into a lens like this. Like doing this the entire time. Because it feels more fun to do that. You just talk about things you want to do. I want to be a commentary channel until I hit 1 million subscribers. And then after I reach commentary status of 1 million subscribers, I wish to make my short film, and I wish to write a book. Those are my two biggest goals, a short film and a book right now. That's what I really want to do. The short film hopefully gets picked up by Netflix, and the book I make will hopefully be an extension of the series that I wish to make. It's a book called Humanist. That's what I want to do. But I don't have the money I want to do. I do also want to cause nuclear winter. That is not a fake goal. I do want to get into politics and cause nuclear winter if I possibly could. If I could do that, that'd be lovely. And that seems like a crazy goal. And no one should let me get into politics, because I'm pretty sure I could do it, because I'm really good at pissing people off. And then making people feel strange about being abnormally kind after I piss them off. So, yeah, that's really where I'm at. How I left the video. I left the video after both. Can I be Spirit Father? I don't know. It's really up to you if you get spared from nuclear winter. Not really gonna do that. So yeah, Don't let you in office. Don't let me in. I promise you, this is really important. Don't let me. Why you haven't slept since the crucifixion? I haven't. I've been waiting for Jesus to come back. I gotta stay up. I might be asleep when he comes around. Oh my God, I missed my point. Oh, I missed my point. You hate to see it. Y'all's both Viltrumites, probably Thrag level. It's amazing how consistent you are. I love being this way. So I love genuine art for like we're flawed. You are probably the most genuine content I've seen on YouTube. I'm genuinely a piece of garbage. Donate some of your hair to him. I'm pretty sure he's going something. Swan? Wait a second. Is that Swan? Is that Reese? I'm sorry. So he can destroy Earth. I just might. I'm going to stream for like a good 10, 20 more minutes maybe because I do want to hang out with my wife tonight because that'd be lovely. But yeah, I really just make content based on how I'm feeling and stuff like that. Reese, you messaged me. You messaged me and said he's reacting to the video. I saw. What kills me is that I knew this was gonna be a thing, right? Don't let his in the vicinity of a voting booth. Please don't. I want to point this out. Little known fact: in 2016, I voted for Trump. Instead of admitting you're wrong, you would look better. You would make yourself look like a bad person instead. I'm sorry. I think you're lying about it being a troll. Instead of admitting you're wrong, you'd rather make yourself look like a bad person instead. No, I was wrong about a lot of things in the video. I was wrong. I admitted I was wrong. You just want me to hear me say I was wrong? I was wrong. So, yeah. At the rate or not, Brody? Probably not. No, I probably want to spend the rest of my night with my wife. She's sick right now, and I don't want to keep nagging. I don't want to keep, like, nagging her away. That's kind of annoying to do. Like, this is crazy. To be quite real with you, right? I was wrong about a lot of things I said in the video. I was incorrect. I was watching your TikTok for a couple of years. Hey, Orangey Pop. So, an honest slot person better than a dishonest slot person. They're going to be mad. I return to the server if you want to mod. Oh, you return to the server? Nice. I'd love you to mod my server. He's mad transparent. I am. I'll be goofy to do so. If you approach me about the stuff and now, because here's how I feel. Each of you guys are names, right? Each of you guys are names. I don't know you. I don't know any of you at all, right? JiDion is just a content creator. Now I view him as a person. I've had a conversation with him. I can speak to him as a human being. Until I get to that point with another person, I really don't care about the person. Now I genuinely care for JiDion's success, and I hope he continues to be an amazing person and continues to do this, and I hope he stays on the right path his entire life. I think he's amazing. I've spoken to Ludwig, and I consider Ludwig to be somebody I would, if I ever get that big, I would consider him a friend. I consider these people who I actually speak to actual people that I would consider to be friends, because being a content creator is oppressively lonely. I don't have a lot of in real life friends that have free time like I do. All of my friends I hang out with on the weekend when I don't stream or do anything of that variety. So I have to wait until the weekend to actually hang out with these people. So I wait. During the week, I don't have anybody. I have my wife, and she's a content creator too, so she's making videos, or she's doing content as well, and she's very good at content. I would consider her to be one pantheon above me. So that's where it's at. That's where I'm at right now. That's what it is. I would love it. I would just love it. But you know, it doesn't matter how many sons. Someone has to be friends. It does matter. No, it does matter because I will be clout leeching in depth. I just clout leech right now. I deeply clout leech right now, but it would just be clout leeching at the end. What do you think YouTubers with the big platform target these millionaire PS such as help anyone who actually needs help instead of using other than these decoys? Because the lawyers it wouldn't matter with the lawyers. I'm not an empath at all. No, I'm not an empath. I'm not an empath at all. But a short film like you filmmaking? Yeah, I want to make a short film. I want to make a short film. I want to make a short film that people love. It's really I've been thinking about it. I'll probably get done by 35 years old. What you do is pretty immature. 100%. 100% is immature. You're correct, Black Star. It was wildly immature. What about it? Yes. Okay. It's wildly immature. What's the drama with JiDion? Oh, you just missed it. You just missed it. Oh, you just missed it. I'll post a video. This is why I subscribed. The bag don't know maturity, though. Yeah, realistically, you wasted his time, which he could have been on a call with Clap. I did waste his time. I did. That's a little bit sad. He could have talked to Clavicular and gotten better content than speaking to some nobody like me. That's true. That's 100% correct. I will upload this as a separate video
after. I will upload this as a separate video, so you guys will get this later as a whole thing. So just expect this to be a video maybe tomorrow or something like that. Right, that's the whole thing. It was immature and funny to watch. It was really pointless, to be quite honest with you. It's really just me critiquing somebody who I don't know, and then getting caught out for my critiques and him justifying his critiques, and then me understanding the critiques at the end of the day because I was wrong about a lot of things that I said, but I didn't think he'd genuinely reply. That's it. That's really what happened there. I don't know. Can the light behind you change colors? I could change the colors of the light. I just really like purple. I could change the colors of the light, but purple is really my color. I have a traffic light back there too. That's also that. It is good. Got to be okay with immaturity. They do, Tails Fox boy. They do. They do. And when you got shot down for speaking, he was so mad. Did he? I don't know about that. I didn't really pay attention. I am disingenuous. I'm a hypocrite. I'm disingenuous. I'm not a good person, to be quite fair with you. But people don't subscribe to me because I'm a good person. They subscribe to me because I'm fun. That's really it. That's the really thing. The greatest Sparking Zero player of all time. I am really good at Sparking Zero, and I did ruin Sparking Zero. Why do you keep switching your plan? Because it's fun. That's it. Hey, Endless Night, what's going on? It's just fun. I think that's really at the end of the day, just fun. To grow as a human being is to shift constantly. Is to take what you know and then become better because of it. That is what I try my best to do all the time. I'm not a calm person for the most part. I'm not a calm person. Most of the time, I'm rage-filled and angry and hateful and spiteful and vitriolic, especially considering it's a bunch of baseless, wild names. Also, it doesn't help my schizoaffective disorder. I'm schizophrenic, little known fact. It doesn't help that because I can't see your faces, so it doesn't help me at all. It really doesn't. It doesn't at all. It just doesn't. I really am here for the chaos for the most part. To be quite honest with you, that's really where I'm at. I'm wise, but I'm not intelligent, right? Yeah, and crazy backshots. You're 100% impulsive, and that's really. Have you thought of rage baiting other content creators? I might do that. So, yeah, there might be another content creator, and it might be fun. I'm not the Joker. Don't call me that. Give me a rundown. I'll post the video later, Enlightenment. It'll be later. We all love you. Don't worry. I'm not worried about you guys loving me or hating me or anything of that variety. I'm not worried about that at all. I think at the end of all this, what I crave in this life is I know I'll spend my entire life trying to entertain people who will never be satisfied, right? I at least got to have a little fun. I at least got to have some friends, and I would like to see how people handle some of my pushback. I want to see how they consider me. I would like to see if people consider me disingenuous. And if you consider me disingenuous for poking at the bear and attacking a big content creator and seeing him reply and knowing he was going to reply, that's fair. And you don't have to follow me in any capacity. You don't have to do anything like that at all. You don't have to say, I'm going to follow this guy into the high waters of hell. I'm going to go to the river Styx for this man. I'm going to make sure I follow him, and if he jumps off a cliff, I'm be right behind him, holding him back, and making sure he's got a parachute behind him. I'm going to make sure I follow him when he causes nuclear winter and destroys the moon. I'm going to make sure I follow him until the end of time. I'm going to make sure if he leads the horse to water, I'm going to make the horse drink. I'm going to make sure the dead horse is beating him. You don't got to do that, right? You don't got to do that, right? You don't got to. How do I type wisdom instead of wise? I don't know. Jonkler, what are you yapping about? Bunch of nothing. Bunch of garbage. I'm just saying words, man. Just words. Just garbage. Just testing the limits. Here goes the fun. The irony is being honest about being disingenuous in a way makes you more genuine. You get a steak and put yourself down only because you're mental. Yo, my coworker was losing his mind. Is he? Yo, Izzy, what's going on? So is everything sorted out? Yeah, we got everything figured out. Wouldn't be you're so straightforward. Wouldn't be able to handle your rage bait. It's a little annoying, I imagine, for a lot of people, because when I rage bait somebody, people probably expect he didn't do it, and that's really it. Because you expect me to double down, but if you come to me as a person and say you are incorrect, this is why. Oh, okay, you're right. That's probably the most agitating thing ever to hear. That probably pisses people off a lot. Like a lot. Because no one does that. I'll admit when I'm wrong. You're the coworker? Hi. I don't know. It's half the reason I even follow. You like my Sukajan jackets. No more rage bait. My cortisol levels are spiking. No. I see in his videos he's so chill. True.
True. It's more so the fact that he replied in general. It was more so bait. It does. The true love thing with that, it pretty much goes crazy. That's pretty much the entire thing. If I'm wrong, I 100% admit it. Yeah, I'm not an idiot, right? I'm not stupid. Leo's gonna have his attorney on call. It's not really about being mad, to be honest. It's more so just bait, right? That's really what it is. Your views haven't dropped like that after that sequence shows how the niggas are. I'm just a guy. I'm nobody important. Bro, you said you were stupid. I am stupid, but I'm not an idiot. I'm stupid, but I'm not an idiot, right? I'm stupid all the time. I'm stupid because of the content I watch and the stuff I enjoy. I'm stupid for a specific part, but I'm not an idiot, right? I'm stupid, but I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean? Right? You're all right. You look worn out. I love to hear that. That's actually a genetic contention with my eyes where I have low collagen, but I'm actually very awake right now. Honestly, you should start a podcast. You know what's crazy? I do have a podcast. Alan, you just said the same thing. I already read that, Alan. I already read that. You just want to get the conversation going. Toby, you're just crazy. I have your cake and eat it too. I really had my cake today. I had my cake and I ate it as well. It's a one-man podcast. I really just am. You're just a zombie, bro. I am a zombie, yes. Or at least order. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what the world needs, more fucking podcast. Yeah, we just need another podcast. I feel as though I don't need a podcast. I feel as though that would be just talking openly in the comment section and trying to understand you, bro. Me? Oh, no, sorry. No, you're okay. Stream is ending in 1 second. Has it been 20 minutes? Has it been 20 minutes? You can draw a panel on top of my hair. Just curious. I want to point this out. In terms of Christianity, I respect the religion with my whole chest, mind, body, and spirit and soul. And if I need help, I might pray to God, to be quite honest with you, because I have nowhere else to go to. I might find all the gods that I can. I have no hate towards Christianity. Do I believe that there is a big God up there and I'm going to have heaven afterwards? I hope there's not. I really do hope there's not. But in terms of just base stuff that I would believe in, I would choose Christianity 9 times out of 10 just by the moral obligation of what it teaches other people. And I think it gives people a good moral backing. I don't like when people use Christianity as a basis to do evil things, such as pastors or mega churches or big donations or something of that variety. I'm not going to start a war with Christianity in any capacity. I think I hate the church, but I don't have any issue with God, if I could phrase it like that, right? Go be a partner. You're right. I will post the entire conversation soon. So, have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. I'm out here. Oh, sorry. I'm out. Peace. Bye.